All right, all right, all right. We are live. Today's matchup between New Life and Tuscaloosa here in Cottondale. We have two outs right now on the top of the first with one on at first base. The runner on first base is number 5, Brandon Pate, and number 16, John Durden, is at the plate right now. His count is 0-1. Next pitch in the dirt. With a base on balls, John is now on first base and Brandon's at second. Next up to the plate is number 14, Ethan Hasselbring. Count is 0-1 to Ethan. The next pitch is hit and it is fouled back into the marsh.
Come on, Ethan, you got it.
Come on, Ethan, let's go, buddy. Get her on there. There we go, kid. Let's go. High fastball long. Let's curveball. Hey, 1-2, still way ahead. Still got the fastball. Up or out. Up or out. Leave it alone. Hook up on that plate. Hook up on that plate.
Way to watch. Come on, Ethan.
After 2 high pitches, Brandon steals.
Woo! Good job, good job.
With runners on the corner, and the count is 2-2.
Count is now 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Deuces wild.
Never heard that.
No, the catcher did. He had to stand up. Okay.
Who's this guy?
Way to swing, Ethan. Way to swing. Come on.
Next pitch is fouled off. The count remains at 2-2.
near
Turn and wave at him. There you go. That's all right. It's okay.
And the next pitch to Ethan is swung at and missed. As out number 3. We're now headed to the bottom of the first inning. Score is 0-0.
Well, I'm glad you're
Returning back to the action in the bottom of the first inning. First batter up to plate got a base on error. He's on second. Next batter up to the plate. It's a bunt attempt on a 1-0 count. Picked up at the mound.
It's a ball. It's a live ball.
Another batter reached on error. Also on second.
All right, come on, New Life. Come on, guys.
I have to sit here 'cause I can't see.
First pitch to the next batter is a bunt attempt to foul it off. Next pitch, bunted attempt, pulled back for a ball.
Bubba, is this a conference game? Yeah.
Next pitch is in the dirt.
Take your time, 1-6. Deep breath. There you go.
Come on, John.
Take your time.
Count is now 2-2 with no outs.
Something's right up there.
Way to go. Way to go. Come on, you guys.
Now with 2 away in the inning, Tuscaloosa did score. They're up 1-0 with the next batter up to plate.
Batter, John.
His first pitch is grounded to third. Thrown to first, not in time. Run to score. Come across for 2-0.
Come on, new life. Go, John. Shut him down. There you go. Come
First pitch to number 13 from John Durden. Swung at and missed.
What's the name of this school? Christian.
Let's get it, John.
Count is now 1-2 with 2 outs. Scores 2-0 in favor of Tuscaloosa.
Come on, John. You got it.
Is this Cottondale?
Next pitch swung at and missed in the dirt. Strike three, 3 outs, headed to the top of the second inning. First batter up to the plate for New Life was Chase. His first pitch is hit and grounded to the pitcher and thrown out at first. Next batter, number 32, Charlie Turner.
No idea. Well, they're not stealing in the hand. There's the dugout right there. Inside the fence. I don't know if they got no handle on it or not.
Charlie's pitch is fouled back.
Come on, Charlie. You got it. Come on.
Come on now, don't help him.
Next pitch is thrown and across the plate. Strike two. And 1 ball. Next pitch is swung at and tipped.
Got a base.
Next pitch is high for ball 2.
Perfect. Way to go.
His next pitch is hit to left, and he is safe at first. Next batter, number 2, K. Johnson. First pitch to Cade is hit to right, but is just foul. Next pitch is in the dirt for Cade. His count is now 1-1 with 1 out. Next pitch to Cade is fouled off. Count is now 2-2 with 1 out. His next pitch is grounded to second, thrown and closely called out. Next batter up to the plate is number 26, Ross Devers. First pitch to Ross is a called strike. Next pitch, called strike. It is 0-2 with 2 outs. Next batter up to bat number 39, Stuart Slimp. Ross did achieve to reach first base. Stewart's first pitch is hit to short, thrown to third, and that is an out, which will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the second inning. Tuscaloosa is up 2-0. We will be right back. As we return to action at the bottom of the second inning, first pitch is a called strike. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is popped up into right center field, and it is caught for an out by the right fielder.
Good job, Ben.
Next pitch to the next batter is swung at and missed for a called strike. Next pitch is a ball. Down just below the knees for a ball. Count is now 2-1 with the one out. Next pitch is swung at and miss. Strike 2. Next pitch is swung at and is grounded to Charlie, thrown out at first. Out number 2.
Way to go, Charlie. Good job, Brandon.
Good job, Charlie.
Next batter up the plate, his first strike is now 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Next pitch is swung at and missed for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
If he hadn't been over and stuck his head in there, how'd he hit someone on the top of the helmet?
Next pitch is
If he hadn't been over, it wouldn't hit him on the
thrown
top of the
and
head.
hit on the top of the helmet.
Oh, let's just bend over and maybe it'll hit me in the top of the head.
Hey, lead off hitter here.
It's all right. Come on, guys. You got it.
So there's now a runner at first base with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. First pitch, called ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch is hit into right center. The throw is coming to third, and he is safe sliding into third.
Nice throw, Ben. Hey, 2 outs. Raise it first. Nice shot. They can't score unless they hit you.
Stuart, nothing past ya.
Life. You got this. Come on, guys. Let's go, Eagles. Get it out.
First pitch is a ball. First pitch, excuse me, second pitch is fouled off. Count is now 1-1 with 2 outs. Next pitch is swung at and thrown out at first. End of the inning. 3 outs. Heading into the top of the third inning, New Life is down to Tuscaloosa 2-0. To lead off the inning for New Life, number 47, Ben Jackson, is at bat. His first pitch is a ball. Next pitch, swung at and fouled off. Count is 1-1.
Run it. Go, Ben. Go.
Ben's pitch is grounded and thrown out at first. Next batter is number 5, Brandon Diligent Dollar Pate. First pitch to Brandon is high and away for a ball.
Way to watch, Brandon.
Next pitch is a called ball. Count is now 2-0 with 1 out. His next pitch is off the plate. Counts now 3-0 for Brandon. His next pitch is going to be down below the knees as a ball 4, base on balls. Next batter up to the plate is number 16, John Durden.
Squirrel, squirrel. He wants to hunt it.
Count for John is 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning. We have a runner on first, which is number 5, Brandon Pate. Next pitch to John is high and away. Count is now 2-2 with 1 out. Next pitch is high, ball 3. Count is now full. Run on first and 1 out. Next pitch is grounded. Grounded to short, thrown to second for the out, and the throw to first is not in time. There's now 2 outs in the inning with a runner on first.
Have fun, Ethan. Come on.
Next batter up to bat number 14, Ethan Hasselbring. And number 10, Chase Boyer is on deck. First pitch to Ethan is little body check. 1 ball. John attempts to steal second, and he is safe. Ethan's next pitch is popped up into center, and it is caught for out number 3. We're headed into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Tuscaloosa is up on New Life 2-0. We will be back.
New Life. Come on.
Coming back to the action. It's the bottom of the third inning. Tuscaloosa at bat. First pitch to the batter is grounded by Charlie and is a error. Got a runner at first, and next to bat number 15 for Tuscaloosa. With no outs in the inning. First pitch to number 15 from John is swung at, grounded to Ross, thrown out at first. Runner advances to second.
All right, come on, New Life.
Next batter up to the plate for Tuscaloosa. His first pitch thrown by John is in the dirt, past ball. Runner from second advances over to third.
Okay, you're okay.
Next batter up to the plate for Tuscaloosa. We have 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out. That pitch is high for ball number 2. Next pitch to the batter. It's low below the knees. 3 balls and no
Come on,
strikes.
John, you got it.
With 1 out in the inning. Next pitch is right down the center. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Next pitch is down below the knees for ball 4, base on balls. With 1 out in the bottom of the third, we have runners at the corners for Tuscaloosa. First pitch is a bunt attempt by the batter, but drawn back for a called ball.
Okay, John, get this batter.
Next pitch is a called strike. Runner from first advances to second. Runners are at second and third with 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. Next pitch is grounded to John. As a throwing error by John at first allows the run from third to score. Runners are now at first and third with 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. Score is now 3-0 Tuscaloosa's way. With the break in the action, we will be back shortly. After a brief mound visit to the pitcher, we have 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Runner from first is attempting to steal second, and he is thrown out, but a run does come in to score. Score is now Tuscaloosa 4, New Life nothing. Now with no runners on base, we still have now 2 outs. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is grounded into center. Safe at first. Next batter gets a hit and safe at first. We have runners at first and second, 2 outs. First pitch to the next batter from John is a called strike. Count is 0-1 with 2 outs. Next pitch, swung at a miss, 2 strikes. And strike 3, ring him up, sit him down. Now headed to the top of the 4th inning. Tuscaloosa is up 4-0 on New Life. We will be back. Starting off the top of the 4th, score is 4-0 Tuscaloosa. Start the inning for New Life. We have number 10, Chase Boyer, up to bat. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Next pitch is tipped and fouled off. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Count is now 2-1 with no outs. Next pitch is a called strike. Count is now 2-2.
Close it up.
Next pitch is an out. 1 out in the inning. Next batter, number 32, Charlie Turner.
Come on, Charlie.
First pitch to Charlie. It's fouled off toward right field. Next pitch is a little high for a called ball. Count is 1-1 with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Next pitch is a jammed hit toward third. Then thrown out at first. 2 outs. Next batter, number 2, K. Johnson. Number 26, Ross Devers, is on deck. K's first pitch is grounded to short. Thrown out at first. That's 3 up, 3 down for the inning. Score still remains 4-0 in favor of Tuscaloosa. Be back for the bottom of the 4th. As we come into the bottom of the 4th, scores 4-0 in the first pitch. It's a ball.
Brian, come your way.
Next pitch is also a ball. 2-0 is the count. Batter is looking for a bunt, but it's called a strike anyway.
Stay down.
Next pitch is hit into center. Is a fly ball and it is caught by the center fielder for the first out of the inning. At center fielder is none other than number 14, Ethan Hasselbring.
Way to go, Ethan. Go, Eagles, get it out. There you go.
First pitch to the next batter is grounded but missed by Charlie.
Y'all got to get that, guys. Come on.
First. Shortstop missed and Charlie missed. Hey, let's get that course now. Let's go.
Batter reached first on an error. Next batter is number 10 for Tuscaloosa.
Here you come, Chase. Wake up, baby.
Runners on first. First pitch. It's a step off for John. First pitch in the dirt for a ball.
Oh, John, work ahead now. Go.
Next pitch is fouled off toward left field. Next pitch. Count is now 2-1. Next pitch is sent into center, but is caught by the dropped. Catch was made in center. So there's runner still at first. With 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to the next batter is a little high for ball 1. Next pitch is fouled off toward first base. Count is 1-1 with 2 outs. Next pitch is sent into center. That runner is safe at first. We have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Next pitch to the batter is a called strike. Next pitch swung out and missed for strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Next pitch, a little high for ball number 1. Pitches swung at and missed for out number 3. We now head into the top of the 5th inning. New Life is still down to Tuscaloosa 4-0. We'll be back. First batter up to plate for New Life is number 7, Brian Owens. His first pitch is grounded into center field for a no-out hit.
Way to start us off. Come on, Stuart.
Next batter, number 39, Stuart Slimp.
Come on.
With a runner at first.
Let's go, Stewie. Do your job, kid. Brian, watch your leg, watch your leg. Good.
First pitch to Stewart is in the dirt for ball 1.
Let's go, Stewie. Right side.
Next pitch is missed outside for ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch is also in the dirt as Brian attempts to steal second, and he is safe. Count is now 3-0 with no outs. Next pitch is in the dirt. Stewart is on first with a 4-pitch walk. Brian advances on the dirt ball to third base.
All right, Ben, come on.
Next batter is number 47, Ben Jackson. Runners on the corners. We do have a sudden mound visit. Timeout. We'll be back when we resume. Returning to play from the timeout for a mound visit. Ben Jackson's up at the plate. No outs. Runners on the corners. Top of the 5th inning. First pitch to Ben is across the plate for a strike. Next pitch is swung at and missed. Count is 0-2 with no outs. Stewart Slump advanced from first to second. Runners at second and third, nobody outs. 0-2 is a count to Ben Jackson.
Now hands down and back. Let's go.
Count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners at second and third. Stewart second. Brian at third. Next pitch to Ben is swung at and missed for out number 1. Next batter, number 5, Brandon Pate.
Come on, Brandon.
First pitch, across the plate for a strike. Next pitch is a little high. Ball 1. Count is 1-1 with 1 out. Next pitch to Brandon. Outside, ball 2. Next pitch is high. Count is 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Next pitch is popped up into center, and it is out. Runners do not advance. but there are 2 outs in the inning. Next to bat for New Life is number 16, John Durden, with number 14, Ethan Hasselbring on deck. Score is still 4-0 in favor of Tuscaloosa. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. First pitch, a little outside for a call ball. Still have runners on second and third. 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Count is 1-0 to John Durden. Next pitch, just above the knees in the strike zone for a called strike. Next pitch is at eye level for a called ball. It is now 3-1. Excuse me. 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Next pitch is fouled off. Count is now 2-2 with 2 outs. Two balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Next pitch is hanging curveball for ball number 3. Count is 3-2 with 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning, score is 4-0 in favor of Tuscaloosa. Three and two. Next pitch is fouled off. Three and two is the count. Next pitch, swung at and missed for out number 3. Coming into the bottom of the 5th inning, Tuscaloosa is still at 4-0. And we will be back for the bottom half of the inning. We do have a pitching change for New Life. Brandon Pate is coming in to relieve for John. Just a quick update on the softball game, which is right across from the baseball field. It is 5-1 in favor of New Life in the 6th inning. And it is still 4-0 here at the baseball game. We're in the bottom half of the 5th. Coming back into the action. Bottom of the 5th inning. After the pitching change, we are ready to play a few more innings. First pitch is fouled off for a called strike. Count is 0-1 with no outs. Next pitch is inside the strike zone. It's now 2 strikes. 2 strikes and no balls with no outs. Next pitch is swung at, missed. Out number 1.
Good job, Brandon.
Next batter, his first pitch is a called ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Still top of the 5th inning, same score, 4-0. Next pitch is swung at and popped toward another error. On the error, we have a runner at first and second, no with 1 out.
Come on, New Life. Come on, guys.
Count as 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. In the bottom of the 5th. Next pitch is outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Next pitch. Right across the plate for strike number 2. Next pitch is swung at and missed for strike 3. That's 2 outs now.
On the ball now. Brian, here it comes.
Next bat up to the plate for Tuscaloosa. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. His first pitch is outside.
Oh, Charlie, stay down.
Next pitch. Swung at back towards short. No throw. Bases are now loaded with 2 outs. Next batter to the plate for Tuscaloosa. His first pitch is down below the knees for a ball.
Take your time, 5. Be there with him.
Next pitch is also a little high for ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning, 4-0 Tuscaloosa. Next pitch is line drive to first, caught by Ben for out number 3. We now head to the top of the 6th inning. Same score. We'll be back.